Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through a couple of exercises of the ones you have to do in aula virtual, okay? One of the exercises is to correct the mistakes with the passive forms, okay? To correct the mistakes. Now let's go with the first one. A lot of tea be grown in India. We know that for the passive, we need the verb to be and the past participle. We have the past participle here and we have the verb to be here. But for the passive tense, we've taught you that you need is, are, was, or were, okay? So this is obviously wrong. Before I write is or are or was or were, I have to look at the context of the sentence and see if they're talking about present or past. If we're talking about tea and growing in India, we're talking about something that happens all the time, not something that was the past. So we would need the present. Tea here is uncountable. It doesn't say teas, all right? So I would say a lot of tea is grown in India, okay? Let's go with this one, for example. My shoes was made in Italy. Again, we have the verb to be, we have the past participle, it's correct. So something's wrong here, they're telling us it's wrong. Here, I think what they're asking us is to look at first if we think it's present or past, and then if it's singular or plural. That's what you have to decide, okay? Let's go with this one. When is X-rays discovered? Again, this is a question, so the order is different, but we have the verb to be and the past participle. This is correct, so it has to be the verb to be. So what do you say? You say, oh, okay, it's plural, so I'm going to change it, or this is present. I change it to past. You decide. Look at the context. Think logically if you think if it's a present tense question or a past tense question, okay? Let's go to this one. This one says that we have to use the prompts, these are the prompts, to write questions. Okay, well, we write questions like this. When? Here it says who. Who? Paper, invent, buy. I need the verb to be and I need the past participle. The past participle is invented. It's a regular verb. We're talking about something that happened in the past, so I'm going to use was or were. Paper is uncountable. I use was. Who was paper invented by? This one, who? The pyramids, build, by. I need the verb to be and I need the past participle. Third column of the past participle, irregular verb. And then you decide if it's going to be in present tense or in past tense. And then if it's singular or if it's plural, okay? And then once you have done this, you take this information and you've got to match it to this. So for example, if I have paper invented and it's asking me who, the only possible answer can be or Egyptians or the Chinese, okay? But it says write complete sentences. So I'm not going to put who was paper invented by and then I put the Chinese. It tells me to write a sentence. So I would say, paper was invented by the Chinese. And that is how you match this exercise with this one. Do not make up any sentences here, okay?